One of the questions that we get asked the most about is about hurricanes, and they are a part of life when you live in Southwest Florida. So we figured today is a perfect day to kind of show you what happens after a hurricane. A lot of people probably saw, so we just want to share where we live out east, what we have actually just gone through and what it looks like after a hurricane. So we just finished with Hurricane Milton, and we are standing in front of our own personal home, which again, we have chosen to live east of Interstate 75 in the Estero area. And as you can see, as you look around, we are grateful to have a nice, bright, blue, sunny day. But yeah, you're not seeing much damage. So we're gonna take a quick look and just kind of show you a little bit of what you can expect when you live a little further east after a hurricane. This is Angie with the Guillette Group here in Southwest Florida, and we are definitely not minimizing how scary and how impactful these storms can be. But what we do want to share is that you have choices when you move to Florida, and we have chosen to live further east, which keeps us away from the storm surge and minimizes the opportunity for freshwater flooding. And as you can see, it is pretty much life back to normal where we live. People are out riding their bikes, they're playing pickleball. And again, this does not minimize what other people are going through, but we have choices when we move here. And we just want to share a little bit about the more eastern communities, what it looks like after a storm. So we're going to share real quick some of the impact that we get, which again, very, very minimal. Typically what we see out here is landscaping. So we actually lost this tree 2 weeks ago. I'm sure you all are aware that we had another storm called Helene a couple weeks ago. So that had not yet been repaired from that. We also had a damaged, it was already damaged, this storm drain, but now it's completely down. So pretty minimal in the scheme of things. Out east here in this area, most of our homes are new construction, built to the strongest building code. So these homes are concrete block, and they are built to withstand wind and storm. We have impact glass in this home specifically. And again, that means that we don't have a requirement for shutters, and it fared very well. This is the morning after. We had some pretty heavy winds coming through. We have no damage outside on our pool cage and our lanai. We do have some neighbors who lost some panels of screens. But again, this is pretty much what we see here. So we've got some crooked bushes now. No big deal. We'll get those replaced, or they'll be restaked, and they'll be back to normal in no time. And on a side note, we get asked this all the time too. If there is a body of water, you have to assume there's likely going to be a gator in it. That's right. Don't feed the alligators. It is against the law, but they mind their own business. We are going to take a quick drive around Wild Blue here in Fort Myers in Southwest Florida and give you a look at what it looks like post Milton. The eastern and southern sides of a hurricane often experience significant impacts beyond the eye wall. Storm surge in particular causes the most damage during these events, but we wanted to show you how minimal damage can be when you're prepared and in the right location. So as we're driving through, as you can see, most of the impacts are just with landscaping, just like at our own home. Our homes are built with reinforced concrete block and equipped with impact-resistant glass windows. They are designed to withstand storms like this. And just like us, you'll notice that a lot of the impact is just with trees and bushes that are crooked or have fallen over. And what I find interesting is that the palm trees, which have palm fronds that are they're native plants that the palm fronds just shear off in the wind, but the trees that you see that are completely uprooted are non-native trees. Location is key when it comes to minimizing hurricane impacts, and we chose to live east of I-75, and by being east of I-75, it significantly reduces our chances of flooding. We do live in an X flood zone out here, which is the lowest risk category, and is the reason that many people choose to live east of I-41 and I-75. It greatly reduces the storm surge risk and the chance of freshwater flooding. Our community also has excellent drainage systems, which helps prevent flooding even during heavy rainfall. It's one of those behind-the-scene features that makes a big difference when it comes to these storms. Now, we might have a few days every year dealing with a storm, but the lifestyle we get to enjoy the rest of the time more than makes up for it. We have beautiful weather, amazing amenities, and a strong sense of community. One thing that stands out is how community comes together during times like these. We've had neighbors checking in on each other, sharing resources, offering support, offering to check people's homes when they are not in town to be able to see what's happening. And it's a comfortable feeling knowing that you are not alone. One of the huge benefits of living in Wild Blue is that it is a natural gas community. So even when the power goes out, we can still cook meals and have hot water. While some people opt for whole home generators, with natural gas, you can also use a portable generator that's more affordable and keeps your essentials running. You can buy a generator that runs on natural gas. No filling propane tanks or 5-gallon tanks of gas to keep it running. You can plug it right into your gas line. And this is a huge benefit because one of the challenges that we have when a big storm makes landfall is getting gas and getting gasoline to the stations, both before and after the storm. If you are considering making Southwest Florida your home or buying a second home here, don't let the thought of hurricanes deter you. With the right precautions and location, you can enjoy all the benefits of this beautiful area while minimizing the risks. A couple tips. Insurance. It is worth mentioning that having the right homeowners insurance is crucial. Make sure your policy covers wind damage, and you definitely should consider flood insurance even if you're in a low risk zone. Talk to your insurance agent about those options. Next, preparation. We always keep a hurricane kit ready during season. Non-perishable food, water, batteries, and knowing where your important documents are. Being prepared brings you added peace of mind. Community alerts. Our community has an excellent alert system to keep everyone informed about storm updates and safety measures. There's news apps, Mike's weather page, Facebook groups, all kinds of ways to get the information that you need when a storm is coming or in progress. Consider the environmental design. The landscaping in our neighborhood is thoughtfully planned out with native plants that are more resilient to storms, which helps reduce debris and damage. At the end of the day, living here in Southwest Florida is about embracing the beauty and the lifestyle while taking smart steps to protect ourselves during hurricane season. What questions do you have about living through a hurricane or what you're seeing in this video post Milton? As you can see, we're about 12 hours post the peak of the storm hitting us here in Southwest Florida, and we've got people out riding their bikes, playing pickleball, heading to the gym, and getting back to living joy here in Southwest Florida. If there are any questions that you have, we would love to answer them. You can always find us on social media. You can contact us directly at 239-776-6872.